My name is Seyi Babatope. I'm a film director from Lagos, Nigeria.
And Seyi, what was your last film?
My last feature film was Lunchtime Heroes.
And what's the story behind Lunchtime Heroes?
It's basically about an out of luck teacher and a bunch of rejected school kids who band together to form a coalition and using their culinary skills as an athletic device to win a sporting competition.
And these are the kids who aren't chosen for the team, aren't they?
These are the rejected kids that nobody wants. Too fat, too slow, too prissy, too stubborn. Just basically every badass kid.
And it's an ensemble film, but who are the standout performers in it?
It's an ensemble film, you're right. I think the standouts of this particular film are the kids, because kid actors are a rarity in these parts of the world. Because we don't really have like a real kind of like pipeline of talented kids. So the kids really are the stars of the film, even though they're completely unknowns, and there are other well-known faces in the picture, and they're the ones that nobody has a clue who they are.
And so this is the first time for all the kids on the film?
Except for two of them have done like, some of them have done like commercials or maybe like short things or whatever, but as far as a feature film, for all of them is the first time.
And how was the film released?
It was released cinematically through our Film One distribution.
And how was it received?
I mean, as far as I could tell, it was received well. The one thing I heard consistently was a breath of fresh air. People thought it was a breath of fresh air. It was fun. The kids looked really empowered, and they empowered other kids, which is my goal making the picture.
And what's your next film going to be about?
I don't really want to talk about what my next film is because I just want to do it. There is going to be a next film, and hopefully lots of other films to come. But I'm preparing a few films right now.
Okay. And what are you trying to do with your films? Because you've got a very particular view about Nollywood and how film should have a different voice here and should be more cinematic.
I do. I mean, in terms of me personally, how I want to chart myself, I'm very interested in creating films that when one takes a look at the picture, say maybe 2 films from now, then you get a clearer picture. What I was doing was not in an isolation. I'm really particular about each filmmaker having a particular voice, because that voice is really what people are either going to care about. When it's all said and done, there has to be a uniqueness to the authorship of who's making the picture that allows it to connect to an audience. And there is a road less traveled, but one I'm willing to take.
And if you looked at Lunchtime Heroes and When Love Happens, what do you think comes out of both of those as your voice?
When Love Happens and Lunchtime Heroes, what I hope those 2 films says about me is, here's an individual who's making a very concerted effort in really changing the visual landscape of how we see ourselves in this country. My first was a romantic comedy, which an adult audience caters to them, and this one is catering to a family audience, and that was a very deliberate thing on my part. And the goal is to continue to make films that show different versions and variations of who we are as a people.